Hey everyone, today we're diving into Blood of Mehran, the new action-adventure title from Permanent Way Gameco and Blowfish Studios. Whether you're craving a nostalgic throwback or just curious about its Persian-inspired setting, stick around as we explore its story, gameplay, and performance. And I'll share why I think it's worth your time. Blood of Mehran is developed by Permanent Way and published by Blowfish Studios. It's inspired by Arabian Nights and ancient Mesopotamian mythology. You play as Mehran, a legendary warrior who tries to lay down his sword in search of peace. But when cruel ambitions and betrayal tear his life apart, he's forced back into the fray. As Mehran, you'll traverse desert landscapes, city streets, palaces, and mystical realms. You can fight up close with swords and shields, dual wield, use the bow at range, or opt for stealth and cover mechanics to slip past foes. You also have a skill tree to develop your hero's powers and unlock new moves. Collectibles and secrets are scattered throughout the world, rewarding exploration. The game is single player and it's releasing on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Visually, Blood of Mehran leans into sweeping, atmospheric environments. The deserts are vast, the architecture of ancient cities is ornate, and lighting effects give you that midday heat or dusky shadows just right. The art direction draws heavily from Middle Eastern and Mesopotamian influences. However, since the game is still fresh, I did notice occasional texture pop-in or some environmental details that felt a bit less polished up close. But overall, the world feels ambitious and immersive.
I need my shield.
In terms of gameplay, the hack and slash is responsive, chaining combos, switching weapons, mixing in ranged attacks, or stealth. The ability to choose your style, like melee, ranged, stealth attack, gives great variety. That said, in early builds, I encountered moments where enemy AI seemed predictable, or stealth didn't always behave as expected, like when guards spotting me when they shouldn't. There's potential there, but it needs polish. On PC, controls feel solid, weapon switching and targeting are smooth in my tests. Performance-wise, I didn't experience any crashes, but frame drops occurred in busier scenes. I hope the optimization will improve in the future. The soundtrack leans into regional flavor, blending traditional instruments with atmospheric tones. It helps ground the world emotionally. Voice acting is serviceable. Not perfect, but it mostly fits the tone. Some lines feel more generic than others. The plot of love, loss, vengeance is familiar territory, but when done well, it resonates. The pacing was quite good. There are cinematic moments, character interactions, and lore drops that hint at deeper mysteries. I recommend Blood of Mehran because it blends fast-paced and flexible combat, whether you prefer going head-to-head with melee weapons, picking off enemies from afar, or sneaking through the shadows. With a rich and underexplored Middle Eastern setting, full of mythological depth, satisfying exploration, and beautiful environments. While it still has some flaws, the game shows the potential to be something truly special with some polish. What really stands out about Blood of Mehran is how it combines multiple combat styles that let you switch between melee, ranged, and stealth approaches on the fly, all within a beautifully crafted world that feels alive with ancient architecture and desert landscapes, backed by a deep skill tree and customization system, rich mythology inspired by Middle Eastern lore, and an exploration-focused design that constantly rewards curiosity, all of which make it an ambitious that punches far above its weight for an indie scale game. However, Blood of Mehran isn't without its flaws. Some of the enemy AI can feel a bit inconsistent, especially during stealth segments where detection doesn't always make sense. And while the game looks great overall, there are occasional frame drops, texture pop-ins, and minor performance hiccups that break immersion, alongside a few story moments and voice lines that come off as generic, reminding you that for all its ambition and heart, this is still a title that needs a bit more polish and refinement before it can truly reach its full potential. So that's my take on Blood of Mehran. It's not perfect, but it has a lot of potential, a compelling story, and a promising mix of combat and exploration. If the developers refine it further, I think it could be very appealing to fans of the action-adventure and hack-and-slash genres.
Look at yourself. Allowing the bloodthirst to take over. That emotion you once denied yourself is now rising again. You once loved the sight of fear and desperation in your enemy, didn't you? What do you want me to call you? Commander Mehran, or just a simple farmer? Does it even matter? Look what you've done as you seek revenge for your beloved. I love seeing your fear and suffering. It reminds me of the same emotions I saw from your wife when she was screaming her head off.
Wow! Look who's going to get wet!
Look what you've done! I've just put this on. Oh, wait until I catch you, you cheeky girl.
Look, Master. Look what a horse it's become. Proud and charming. It'll be a joy to ride, even for a second.
Get away from my daughter, you bastards! Leave her alone!
Oh, don't even think about it.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Isn't that clear? Till our post is over.
I know.
It is better to die now.
It's him! Damn it! You know, you want your dead! Get them to me!
I'll kill you myself!
I must be careful. There are so many of them.
Runaways must be here.
I am hallucinating.
Search all the halls and corners. Runaways must be here. You must find them. Kill everyone you find. Show mercy to no one.
It is not a good time to joke.
It's him! Damn it! I won't lose the pleasure of revenge!
I'll kill you myself!
With your death reward!
I will take you to war!